Hey guys, welcome back to another LEGO Transformers video. Today we're going to be going over LEGO Transformers SKYBURNER. This is, I think, the third, plane transformer I've made. If you can't tell, the vehicle mode is supposed to be a A10 Warthog. I think I did a decent job replicating it. Some of the proportions are a bit wonky, but I think it does look decently similar, enough to be recognizable at least. For a size comparison, here is another one of my plane Transformers Raptor, and here, I might as well bring my Seeker design in here with Starscream. As you can see, quite a bit larger. I think it's mostly to scale, but obviously that wasn't my primary concern while building him, because cool plane. Anyways, now let's move on to the transformation. To begin the transformation, fold these little tail, back, wing thingies, it doesn't really matter, behind, and flip this whole section down. Then flip out the legs, rotate this. Just fold these to the bottom for now. Here we go. Rotate this whole half of the leg. Flip out the foot. Flip that clip piece down and then rotate the foot to the center like so. Then do the same on this side. Rotate out the foot. Rotate the other clip back down and put the foot into place. Then flip the whole leg assembly around, rotate it around the rounded plate. Same on this side. Then flip these little shoulder bits up and rotate down the arms. Flip around to this side, rotate the cockpit around, and split it in half. We'll transform the head part first. Flip up the sides of the head. Rotate it around to the side to give you clearance. To rotate the faceplate into position, like so. Just face the head forward. Then come to this part here. Point the gun like so, and flip this piece to the side. Rotate the nose cone back straight, and flip around the front of the cockpit. Then rotate this back of the plane and have it meet with the chest like so. And then move this part into position so they both meet together on that point. Then you can just splay out these little shoulder pads. Then you can just splay out the little shoulder pads like so. I like to shift the arms forward a little bit. Same on this side. Nope. And there you have LEGO Transformers SKYBURNER. I am overall decently happy with the design. Definitely my favorite part is the layering torso, how the back and the cockpit kind of fold together. In all, I've always had a bit of trouble building plane Transformers. Obviously they're not just a brick. It's a lot harder to make something transform into a distinct shape like a plane, especially with how relatively small some of their parts are, rather than just having it transform into a brick with wheels on the sides. I'm pretty happy though with how I got the classic cockpit in the front and the head design, which I'm a big fan of, and all like the shoulder embellishments. I think he is a really nice silhouette, even if his arms are a bit lanky and I'm not entirely happy with like the back. But honestly, one of my favorites of like the last couple Transformers I've made, which I think I say for all of mine, but whatever. For size comparison, here he is next to Scorch. He is a very, very lanky boy, so he, like, towers over even my largest Transformers. I imagine him almost as, like, perhaps a second in command of some variety. Kind of like a Starscream, but, less annoying and actually effective. Less, sinister, more commanding, something like that. I don't know, I'm not a story writer. And for a more average Transformer, you have him compared next to poor Burnout here, who is almost half the size. As for articulation, it's fairly decent. There's a ball joint here, but it is a little weak. And obviously with all like the shoulder bits, they can get in the way of movement. With elbow rotation here and a little clip hand I have for all of my Transformers. There isn't really any like waist articulation, but there is a knee joint and another axis of rotation here with where the clip piece meets the snot brick that makes up the waist. And you can technically wiggle around almost the heel, but I see that as more of a function of the transformation rather than any real articulation, but it can come in useful during some posing efforts. And obviously there's a bit of rotation in the head. Anyways, this has been One Brick at a Time. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've had this guy on the shelf for a while now, and I've been waiting to make a video for him, because I wasn't entirely happy, so I was refining it for a while, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe and stuff, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye!